Question 1. Some people prefer to shop online for its convenience and variety, while others enjoy the experience of shopping in physical stores. Which method of shopping do you prefer? Give reasons for your choice.
While online shopping offers a lot of convenience, I personally prefer the experience of visiting physical stores. When I shop in store, I can touch and see the products firsthand, which gives me confidence in my purchases. For example, trying on clothes ensures they fit perfectly, which is something I can't do online. Additionally, I appreciate the help from store staff. They can answer my questions and offer advice, making the shopping process smoother and more enjoyable. Plus, shopping with friends or family is a social activity that I really enjoy. Overall, despite the convenience of online shopping, I value the tangible experience and human connection that physical stores provide.
Question 2. Now, listen to the following conversation.
Hey, did you hear about the campus housing fair next Friday?
Yeah, I did. I'm not sure if I'll go, though.
What? Why not? It's a great opportunity to check out housing options for next year.
I know, but I'm pretty set on staying off campus. I've had my eye on this apartment for a while now.
Fair enough, but you never know. There might be some really good deals or perks for on-campus housing.
That's true, but I'm not a huge fan of the whole dorm life scene. Plus, I like having my own space.
I get that. But think about the convenience of being right on campus. No commute, easy access to everything.
Yeah, but I don't mind the commute, and I enjoy the independence of living off campus.
Well, to each their own. But I'm definitely going to check it out. I'm still undecided about where I want to live next year.
That makes sense. And who knows, maybe you'll find the perfect spot that changes your mind about on-campus living.
Exactly. It's worth a shot. Plus, free snacks at the fair can't beat that.
You make a good point. Okay, maybe I'll swing by just for the snacks.
Ha, see you there then.
The man prefers off-campus living over on-campus living for several reasons. He enjoys the independence and personal space that off-campus housing provides, unlike the shared facilities and lack of privacy in dorms. He values the autonomy to set his own rules, choose his roommates, and manage his schedule without the constraints of on-campus housing. Additionally, he doesn't mind the commute as it helps him separate his academic and personal life. Finally, he appreciates the freedom and flexibility of off-campus living, which allows him to choose an apartment that fits his budget, cook his own meals, and host guests without restrictions. Overall, he finds off-campus living more comfortable and suited to his lifestyle.
Question 3. Listen to part of a lecture on the same topic.
Let's delve deeper into the fascinating phenomenon of the fight or flight response. It's not just confined to encounters with physical threats like facing down a predator. Consider the everyday scenarios we encounter. Picture this: you're walking alone at night, and suddenly you hear footsteps behind you. Your heart rate accelerates, your senses sharpen, and you instinctively turn around to assess the situation. This heightened state of alertness is your body gearing up for potential confrontation or escape. But it's not just about facing external dangers. Think about the last time you had to deliver a presentation in front of a large audience. As you stepped onto the stage, your palms may have become sweaty, your heart raced, and your breathing quickened. These are all classic signs of the fight or flight response kicking in, even though there's no physical threat present. Your body is reacting to the perceived threat of embarrassment or failure, preparing you to either stand your ground or flee the situation. Moreover, consider the emotional turmoil of sudden loss or grief. When faced with the news of a loved one's passing or a significant setback in life, our bodies undergo similar physiological changes. We might feel a surge of adrenaline, our muscles tensing, as if preparing to confront the overwhelming emotions or escape from them entirely. These examples highlight the versatility of the fight or flight response, demonstrating how it manifests in various situations beyond just physical danger. It's a testament to the intricate ways our bodies react to perceived threats, aiming to ensure our survival in the face of adversity.
The fight or flight response is an automatic reaction triggered by the body's sympathetic nervous system when it perceives a threat or danger. It prepares the body to either confront the threat, fight, or escape from it, flight. The professor explains that this response isn't just limited to physical threats. For instance, when you hear footsteps behind you while walking alone at night, your heart rate speeds up and your senses sharpen. Similarly, when you're about to give a presentation, you might feel sweaty palms and a racing heart. These are all signs of the fight or flight response to psychological stress. Even emotional threats, like receiving bad news, can trigger this response, causing a surge of adrenaline and muscle tension.
Today, we're going to discuss a fundamental agricultural practice known as crop rotation. This practice is essential for maintaining soil health, managing pests and diseases, and improving crop yields. Crop rotation involves growing different types of crops in the same area across different seasons. The main idea is that different crops have varying nutrient needs and pest susceptibilities, which helps in maintaining the soil's fertility and health. Let's talk about why crop rotation is so important. First, crop rotation helps in maintaining soil health. Different crops contribute and extract different nutrients from the soil. For instance, some crops, like corn, are heavy feeders and deplete the soil of certain nutrients, especially nitrogen. Other crops, such as legumes, can fix nitrogen in the soil, replenishing its levels. By rotating these crops, we can maintain a nutrient balance in the soil, preventing exhaustion and promoting long-term fertility. Second, it aids in pest and disease management. Many pests and diseases are crop-specific, meaning they tend to attack the same type of crop if grown repeatedly in the same place. By rotating crops, we disrupt the life cycles of these pests and diseases, reducing their impact without heavy reliance on chemical pesticides. Third, crop rotation helps in weed control. Different crops compete differently with weeds. Some crops can outcompete certain weeds, reducing their prevalence in the field over time. Finally, healthier soil and reduced pest and weed pressures often lead to improved crop yields. Consistent and higher yields are a direct benefit of effective crop rotation practices. Let's look at a common example of a 3-year crop rotation cycle involving corn, soybeans, and wheat. We may start the rotation cycle with corn in the first year. Corn is a crop that consumes a lot of nutrients, especially nitrogen. Planting corn in the first year allows it to make use of any leftover nitrogen in the soil. In the second year, soybeans will be introduced into the rotation. Soybeans are a type of legume, which means they have a special ability to add nitrogen to the soil. They do this through a symbiotic relationship with bacteria that live in their root nodules. When you plant soybeans after corn, they help restore the nitrogen levels in the soil, making it ready for the next crop that needs a lot of nitrogen. In the third year, planting wheat might be a good choice for the end of this 3-year cycle. Wheat has deep roots that can reach nutrients in the lower layers of the soil. When you plant wheat after soybeans, it takes advantage of the nitrogen added to the soil by the soybeans. Also, planting wheat helps interrupt pest and disease cycles because it has different nutrient and pest requirements than corn and soybeans. In conclusion, crop rotation is a strategic approach to sustainable agriculture. By rotating crops, Farmers can maintain soil health, manage pests and weeds more effectively, and ultimately achieve better crop yields. This practice is a cornerstone of sustainable farming and is crucial for long-term agricultural productivity.
The lecture covered the importance of crop rotation in agriculture, which is essential for keeping soil healthy, managing pests and diseases, and boosting crop yields. Crop rotation means planting different crops in the same area across different seasons to keep the soil fertile. The professor used a 3-year cycle example. In the first year, farmers plant corn, which uses a lot of nitrogen. In the second year, they plant soybeans, which add nitrogen back into the soil. In the third year, wheat is planted, which uses the added nitrogen and helps break pest cycles because its needs are different from corn and soybeans. This practice keeps the soil balanced and healthy, reduces pests and diseases without relying heavily on chemicals, and leads to better crop yields.